For years, fans of Tom Cruise have speculated about the life of his daughter, Suri Cruise, trying to piece together glimpses from rare public appearances, social media posts, and celebrity magazine stories. Known for her private upbringing under one of Hollywood's most famous stars, Suri has mostly stayed out of the public eye, leaving room for endless rumors about her lifestyle, personality, and relationship with her father. But now, she has spoken up, or more accurately, her words and actions have given fans a clearer picture of her perspective, revealing truths that have long been obscured. This revelation didn't come through a traditional interview or headline-making press conference. Instead, it emerged subtly through her personal statements, carefully curated photos, and the few interactions she's allowed with the media. What makes it shocking is not that she exists in the public eye. Fans have known her for years, but that for the first time, her experiences and choices are being recognized on her own terms, rather than interpreted solely through the lens of celebrity gossip. The world is watching closely, fascinated by the balance she maintains between normal teenage life and the extraordinary scrutiny of being Tom Cruise's daughter. And while the details are nuanced, the story highlights a broader truth about growing up in Hollywood. Fame, privacy, and personal identity are in constant tension. In this video, we'll explore the most revealing aspects of Suri Cruise's recent statements and appearances, examine what they tell us about her relationship with her father, and uncover why fans and the media are genuinely shocked by what she has revealed about her life behind the celebrity veil. Suri Cruise has always lived under a spotlight that most children could never imagine. As the daughter of Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes, every aspect of her life has been scrutinized, from school choices to fashion and even casual public outings. For years, fans speculated about her personality, daily routines, and the influence of her father's fame. Yet Suri's own perspective remained largely absent from the narrative, leaving the public to fill in gaps with assumptions and rumors. That is why the recent revelations about her life feel so groundbreaking. They provide a glimpse of the young woman herself, rather than the curated image constructed by celebrity media. Although Suri is still remarkably private for someone of her visibility, the way she has communicated her thoughts and experiences recently is telling. Through selective public appearances and subtle interactions online, Suri has offered insight into her values, interests, and the careful boundaries she maintains around fame. Observers have noted a distinct sense of maturity and self-awareness in her demeanor, qualities that suggest she is navigating the pressures of celebrity life with remarkable composure. This controlled exposure allows her to maintain privacy while subtly challenging long-standing assumptions about her upbringing. Fans and media outlets have paid particular attention to moments that reveal her relationship with her father. Tom Cruise, known for his meticulous management of public image and privacy, has always prioritized Suri's well-being and autonomy. Accounts from close observers indicate that he supports her independence while still offering guidance, typical of any parent, albeit under extraordinary circumstances. The nuances of this relationship challenge previous portrayals in tabloids, which often emphasize strict control or overexposure. Instead, evidence points to a balance between parental protection and encouragement of personal growth. Suri's choices regarding her education and hobbies also speak volumes. She has been involved in creative endeavors ranging from arts to sports, and her parents have fostered an environment where she can pursue interests without relentless media interference. These glimpses, though small, are significant because they humanize her in a way that counters decades of speculation. Fans are seeing her as a thoughtful, curious, and active young woman rather than a celebrity accessory. And this shift in perception is part of what makes the revelations so compelling. Equally important is Suri's approach to social media and public engagement. Unlike many children of celebrities, she has maintained strict control over her online presence, sharing only what she chooses and keeping commentary minimal. This selective visibility not only protects her from excessive scrutiny but also communicates a subtle message. She values her privacy and agency. For fans, this is both surprising and admirable, given the pressures of living under constant observation. It reframes conversations about what it means to grow up in Hollywood, demonstrating that children of famous parents can establish boundaries and assert individuality despite public fascination. Taken together, These insights reveal a portrait of Suri Cruise that contrasts sharply with long-held assumptions. She is not merely a passive figure in celebrity culture. She is an active participant in shaping how the world perceives her. Her recent statements and appearances provide evidence of a thoughtful, self-directed approach to life in the public eye, offering a rare opportunity to understand her as a person rather than a tabloid subject. In recent months, Suri Cruise has begun to command attention not just as Tom Cruise's daughter, but as an individual with her own voice and perspective. Observers have noted subtle shifts in how she presents herself in public, signaling growing confidence and autonomy. Whether it's a carefully chosen outfit that expresses personal style or a composed response during public appearances, Suri appears to be asserting control over her narrative in ways that were largely absent in earlier years. This emergence challenges the long-standing perception that she was entirely shaped by her parents' fame. One of the most striking aspects of Suri's recent behavior is her careful navigation of media exposure. She engages with photographers, journalists, and fans selectively, demonstrating awareness of how her actions are interpreted. Unlike many celebrity children whose every move is documented and amplified, Suri appears to maintain a sense of agency, choosing what to reveal and when. This approach has generated shock among fans accustomed to expecting either full exposure or complete secrecy. In this measured visibility, she seems to be redefining the boundaries of public life for children of high-profile parents. Suri's relationship with her father also continues to be a focal point for public interest. According to sources close to the family, Tom Cruise encouraged her independence while maintaining parental support and guidance. He has reportedly allowed her to make certain choices regarding education, lifestyle, and social interactions, balancing protection with freedom. This nuanced relationship contrasts with previous narratives that depicted her as either overly sheltered or excessively managed. Observers now recognize that the dynamics between father and daughter involve mutual respect, fostering Suri's personal growth while navigating the extraordinary circumstances of celebrity life. Equally revealing are the glimpses of Suri's personal interests and personality. Friends and insiders have noted that she pursues hobbies ranging from creative arts to outdoor activities, reflecting a diverse set of passions beyond the celebrity bubble. These choices highlight her individuality and suggest that she is cultivating a life grounded in personal exploration rather than purely in public perception. Fans are responding to this with fascination, as it humanizes a figure who has long been the subject of speculation and rumor. Social media has played a subtle, but important role in these revelations. Although Suri does not maintain a public profile, the controlled glimpses she allows, carefully framed photos, and minimal commentary offer insight into her priorities and values. This strategy both protects her privacy and communicates personal agency, showing that she can participate in public life without succumbing to invasive scrutiny. For many observers, this controlled exposure is surprising, demonstrating a level of thoughtfulness and intentionality uncommon for someone her age, particularly under the pressures of fame. Taken together, Suri Cruise's recent appearances and actions reveal a young woman who is thoughtful, self-directed, and increasingly visible on her own terms. Fans and media alike are beginning to see her not just as Tom Cruise's daughter, but as an individual capable of shaping her own identity, navigating fame, and commanding attention in a deliberate and intentional way. Beyond her public appearances, Suri Cruise's recent choices reveal a strong sense of personal identity. While the world has often defined her by her father's fame and high-profile family life, she appears increasingly intent on establishing her own path. Observers note that her interactions, demeanor, and subtle communications all suggest that she is asserting individuality without rejecting her family or the advantages and responsibilities that come with it. This careful balance is rare among children raised in Hollywood's spotlight, and it is a key reason why fans are so captivated by her story. One area where this independence is evident is in Suri's education and social life. Sources indicate that she has been encouraged to engage with both traditional and creative forms of learning, exploring subjects and hobbies that spark her curiosity. Unlike the rigid structures often reported for celebrity children, her choices seem to be guided by personal interest as well as parental guidance. This autonomy not only enhances her personal development but also signals a shift from the long-standing assumption that she is merely a passive figure in her own narrative. Suri's approach to public perception is equally revealing. She interacts selectively with media and onlookers, carefully controlling what is shared and how she presents herself. By doing so, she maintains a sense of agency, demonstrating that she is more than a tabloid subject or a figure of speculation. Each appearance, each subtle statement, communicates intention, reflecting maturity and foresight uncommon for someone her age and circumstances. Another remarkable aspect is her evolving relationship with her father. While Tom Cruise remains a protective and guiding presence, he appears to respect her individuality and encourage her decision-making. Reports suggest that he has fostered an environment where Suri can express herself, try new experiences, and learn from mistakes, all while navigating the unique pressures of celebrity life. This approach provides her with a foundation of stability and confidence, enabling her to grow into her own person while benefiting from the support of a prominent parent. Fans have responded to these developments with a mixture of surprise and admiration. For years, much of the narrative surrounding Suri was speculative, driven by media interpretations rather than her own voice. Now, the emerging details paint a picture of a young woman who is thoughtful, measured, and intentional in how she manages both her public and private life. Her actions challenge long-held assumptions, showing that she is not defined solely by her family legacy but by her own choices and values. Taken together, these insights demonstrate that Suri Cruise is increasingly shaping her narrative and asserting control over how she is perceived. Far from being a passive participant in celebrity culture, she is actively cultivating a life that balances personal growth, public visibility, and the responsibilities of being the child of one of Hollywood's most famous actors. The world is beginning to see Suri not only as Tom Cruise's daughter, but as an emerging individual in her own right, capable of making decisions, asserting independence, and commanding attention with intention and purpose. The most striking revelation about Suri Cruise is the degree to which she appears to control her public narrative. In an age where social media and constant media scrutiny can make children of celebrities feel exposed and pressured, Suri's measured approach stands out. She is not merely reacting to public attention. She is actively shaping how she is perceived, making deliberate choices about what to share, how to appear, and when to step back from the spotlight. This level of agency is uncommon for someone her age, particularly given the extraordinary attention surrounding her family. Her careful management of visibility also reflects a deep awareness of the power of narrative. While fans have long speculated about her lifestyle, relationships, and personality, Suri has shown that she can participate in public life on her own terms. Selective appearances, subtle expressions, and curated social media presence all communicate that she is not simply the subject of celebrity fascination but a participant in her own story. Each carefully managed interaction signals maturity, thoughtfulness, and intentionality. Equally important are the lessons this story offers about growing up in Hollywood. Being the child of a globally recognized star does not necessarily mean surrendering individuality or autonomy. Suri's recent actions demonstrate that it is possible to balance parental guidance, public curiosity, and personal identity. Her father, Tom Cruise, plays a role in supporting her independence while providing guidance, creating an environment that fosters growth without excessive intrusion. This nuanced relationship underscores the significance of parental support in managing fame responsibly. Suri's growing sense of self is also apparent in her personal interests and endeavors. Observers note that she engages in creative, social, and educational pursuits that reflect her individuality. These choices, while not always highly publicized, offer a glimpse into her personality and values. Fans are responding positively to this authentic expression, recognizing her as a young woman who is capable of navigating both private and public spheres with care and confidence. In essence, Suri Cruise's recent revelations through her actions, selective public interactions, and subtle communication highlight a transition from speculation to self-directed presence. She is asserting independence, maintaining personal boundaries, and revealing her identity on her own terms. This shift challenges previous narratives and shows the world a side of her that is thoughtful, deliberate, and distinctly her own. Ultimately, the story of Suri Cruise serves as a broader reflection on privacy, agency, and growing up under the scrutiny of fame. While fans have long been curious about her life, The emerging details reveal a young woman capable of managing attention, expressing individuality, and cultivating her own path. She's not simply Tom Cruise's daughter. She is an individual shaping her identity, managing public perception, and navigating the complexities of celebrity life with maturity and intentionality. As the world continues to watch, it becomes clear that Suri Cruise is quietly, but definitively, telling her own truth, one carefully chosen step at a time.